There's a lot of hunters up in this area. This is my local area. A lot of hunters here, probably more than usual. Most of them are too lazy or not in good enough shape to go where I like to go. Although I saw one truck coming in who might be figuring it out, but he's, funny enough, he's camped or he's parked where I did when I first started working this area. So I know for a fact that he's going up the hard way. But I think he's back there, honestly. This is his first time here, probably. There's a lot of new hunters these days, I think. Newer than me, anyway. Well, the snow may make tracking easier. I'm actually looking for other hunters. Alright, let's get to work. Oh, this is my favorite gully. Call it that. I don't see any tracks from up here. I better move a little quicker though, because it's about 9 o'clock and those thermals are probably going to shift soon. I think the only thing that came through here recently was a deer. Nothing really fresh. Yeah. Nothing in this field either. There might be some tracks right there. Looks like some deer came through here not too long ago. Still powder below. Yeah, pretty sure this is an elk. So far, the only elk tracks I've really seen. I can't tell what they are. I'm going to guess that these tracks are probably a couple days old. At least as long as the snow's been here. Okay, that's ice right there. Yeah. I think he was coming from that way. And he went that way. Well, I can say there was definitely an elk in here a couple days ago. I'm guessing a couple days ago. The snow down there is really hard packed. Most of this snow is kind of powdery. Yeah, this one's way old. Seems like it anyway. It's this right here that makes me sometimes wonder if there's a moose back here. I've never seen a moose over here, but I sometimes wonder if there is one. These are really old. Looks like something took a leak right there. But something that big, I'd expect a bigger puddle than that. Here I go yet again, taking picture of deer poop. You know, I just have to say, last night, when I was going to bed during that deer hunt, closed my eyes and all I could see was elk and deer poop. Yep. Another hunter's been in here recently. Probably that guy. Just all parked down at the bottom. He might have been going down as I was coming up. I'm gonna assume he stuck to the trail. Certainly looks that way. Well, no. Here's my best guess as to what's going on down in this area. I think there probably was 1 or 2 elk in here a couple days ago, or the same elk passing back and forth, because some tracks are old and some tracks are new. There's also some hunters in here. Probably 2 different sets of tracks, and they appear to have stayed to the road, the trail, once they got up here. They entered somewhere near the saddle and walked all the way to the peak. What elk were here? We're not going down in the valleys. They're staying up on that one meadow on the side of the mountain and up top. If I was to hunt this area, I would just walk straight up to the top of the mountain and sit there in the morning. Which I think is exactly what those other hunters did. Working this area in the past, I'm willing to bet that elk or 2 are satellite bulls. One thing that was conspicuously absent is fresh elk tracks. Not tracks, but scat. I didn't see any fresh elk scat at all. So it's entirely possible that Tweedledee and Tweedledum pressured the elk and they left the area. Once you pressure them too much back here, they leave. So I honestly don't expect to see much out of here. Besides that, if there was the phrase opening day is everything, it applies to this area because there's a lot of private property, and the instant the season starts, rifle season, the elk make a beeline for it. They know exactly where the private property is, and they go there every year. You can watch them do it. All right, I'm gonna head down. Soupy mess. Soupy mess. Heading out for, well, technically on the evening hunt. past them. No spikes. Counted them. That bull has a hair of about 23 cows. Holy smokes. That's the biggest herd I've seen in this area. I just noticed moon's almost full. I wonder if those elk are resident or if they're going to migrate soon. Yeah, that moon is bright tonight. I feel like I've been with that moon since it was a crescent moon. 23 cows and 1 bull. That was one stud bull there. One thing I noticed was it was just him and those cows. No other lesser bulls, no spikes, so I'm guessing he kicked everybody out. Now where they crossed, they came from private property and they were heading to private property. Where I caught them in the middle there is about a 900-yard strip of public land. Since it doesn't make much sense to leave elk to find elk, I guess I'll be coming back there tomorrow morning. Well, here's where those elk crossed yesterday. Right here. You know, I might have followed their tracks. What the heck, why not? Well, they're going single column for a little while. I got 2 columns for tracks right here. Interesting is they went right by that old tree stand that I helped pack in. It's right up in there, yeah. Oh well. I'm curious to see where they're going or where they went. Well, they're kind of funneling up on this game trail. I think I know where they were going. I'm just gonna keep following it and see if I'm right. Which way did it go, George? Which way did it go? I'm gonna guess that way. Looks the freshest, more disturbance, but something was through here the other day too. We are not far from private. Believe it or not, I almost lost a trail of 24 head of elk. How in the heck do you lose a trail of 24 elk, you might ask? I'm wondering that myself. But it looks like they came down this way. Kind of split around this tree. And then went back on the main trail, main game trail. And I think this trail leads right into a couple of other tree stands I know of. Yeah, that's where I thought they were going. Game trail, tree stand. Well, I knew they had to be placing that tree stand here for a reason. I mean, I knew there's game trails around here. 14-yard shot from this game trail to that tree stand up there. When you work an area year after year over multiple seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter, you learn it and you start piecing together what goes on there. And it takes many years. So what I think is going on with this area is that the elk will typically bounce back and forth between private and private, crossing this couple mile long, 900-yard strip of public land. Now, what time of day they're going to cross will probably vary depending on the season. If you go early season, spring, summer, when they're not pressured, then they'll probably linger and loiter a bit longer. Which is why tree stand hunting works so well here. And the elk are following the same path, roughly, year after year. However, once you get in the late season, if you're not out here when it's still dark, and if you're not leaving when it's dark, you're wasting your time. Because I don't think they're gonna linger around here very much. Like last year during muzzleloader when I was still hunting through those same woods, I was wasting my time. They're not gonna linger in there. They're gonna bed down in private. That's what I think. I also just wonder if that movement I saw yesterday was beginnings of a migration. I don't know. I have to admit, I didn't try very hard during rifle season. I didn't hunt it as hard as I normally would. I think I have to be honest with myself. I'm a little burnt out after deer muzzleloader. I think combined with deer muzzleloader and rifle is just a slog, really. Each Orange Army, humping that 9-10 pound rifle on my pack, up and down the mountains. It's starting to get painful humping that thing up and down the mountain now. Oh well, I got one more hunt this year on a tag, and that's elk muzzleloader. I'm gonna have to think real hard about trying. I'm probably gonna end up going somewhere new that I haven't been to before. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to try real hard to figure out where to go on that, because I gotta do something different this year. I'm debating whether or not I should bust out the hot tent. We are probably gonna get a colder winter this year, because right now it's about as cold as Elk Muzzy was last year. So yeah, it's gonna be a colder hunt. Well, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off and figure things out and go out in November for about 3 days. I'm not gonna make opening day, but I'll be out for about 3 days doing what I do. All right, have a good one.